But yeah, guys, before we know for sure that the narc is evil, a lot of times we blame ourselves for so many things. We're like, oh, they're such a nice guy. They're such a great person. They're such a good catch. Let me apologize. I used to apologize to my narc all the time, and he used to just nod and be like, I agree, it was you. Now looking back, he was just so glad that I took all of the responsibility so that he could just pretend like he was this perfect guy and I was the problem. That's how they keep thriving. Well, they don't really thrive. They just suck your energy dry, but that's how they keep leeching onto you like a parasite, is through acting like, the whole fake it till you make it thing, acting like you're the problem and they're the prize. And like my narc literally used to say all the time, I'm the prize. And I would just look at him like, oh, you're so cocky. You think you're attracted to that at first, and then you realize it's to your demise that they're cocky. Especially, like, honestly, I want to say, if you married the narc, it's like a catch-22. It looks like you're the luckier one, but you're actually the one that's more stuck. Because I didn't marry the narc, I looked like more of a joke, because it's like, why are you giving that much and you're not even his wife? But he would say stuff like he was gonna marry me. But again, we know guys will drag you along with that bullshit. Don't fall for it. Like, actions speak louder than words. So you look like more of a joke because you're not married, but then also you have more freedom to leave because you're not married. And me as a Sag, marriage isn't on the top of my list anyway. So I was like, oh, I'm out of here. Like, I've been dangling you along, half in, half out, doing my own thing, being free because I'm a Sag. Like, that's what it is. It's that Sag energy of like, you're never gonna fully tie me down. I'm always have control over my actions. So me being a Sag really helped save me mentally. Like, I don't feel like it was that big of a deal. Another sign would feel like, oh, you must marry me after this amount of time. I'm not playing that game, because you could rush yourself into a trap. I'm not going to rush myself into a marriage that ends up being a trap. And I'm not going to lie, some of these guys, some people are so tempting that you just feel like, it can't be that bad. Like, you like them. You like the guy. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I'm marrying this one. But be careful. You can rush yourself into a trap with marriage. Like, there's one guy that I'm really possibly going to be feeling, and we'll see. We have to wait till we spend more time together. But from what I'm feeling now, and then probably in the beginning, it's like, there's no way it's not just positive. Well, no, nobody's perfect. Like, I know we will have arguments and it won't always be perfect, but like, how I view him now and just our chemistry is like, oh, I'm gonna marry you. We're gonna get married. If you ask me, like, I'm not gonna take charge with that. He needs to ask me. He needs to want it. And if he doesn't, then I need to move on. But the way it's feeling now, it's like, if you ask, I'm gonna say yes. Because it's just so many positives that outweigh the negatives. But some of that is just the fact that different people are good matches and other people aren't, and it just is what it is. Sometimes there's no legit, direct, hardcore answer to certain things. It's just life. Like, the way things work out are kind of like a mystery. But one thing for sure, one thing for certain, time will tell you if you made a mistake or not. So even if I were to go on and marry this guy that I feel like is a twin flame,